Greetings! This is Disciple Stitch, and I'm a full patch member in Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. And today, I'm talking with a prospect. Who you?
Prospect, John, Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club.
And how long have you been supporting the club?
2019, May of 2019. Got my cookie.
What is a cookie for those who don't know?
A cookie, I believe, is just your first step, showing acknowledgement of who you plan on supporting.
And we call them support patches. Slang has been, we just call them cookies because they're round circles. Anyways, it's a patch that we give out to the men that we feel are doing well. They're coming out, they're hanging out, they're supporting the club. So it's just to show that they support us. So I have some questions for John that I want to ask him. As you've seen any of my other videos, I'm harassing this man every time I'm around him. Why is he still here? Am I right? Why? He wears jean shorts and he doesn't ride a motorcycle. But why is he here? So I have 6 questions I wanted to ask him. Just trying to pick his brain on why is he still pursuing membership with Disciple? Why hasn't he quit already? Question number 1. Why did you want to join Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club?
You know, I don't think I really had a choice. I don't think I personally wanted to join Disciple. I believe I was led to join Disciple. I'd been struggling with some things internally, trying to justify right from wrong, and I met the Mountain Man crew at a swap meet one time. And I shouldn't even have been at that swap meet. It was a last-minute decision on mine to throw a bunch of my parts together and go down to a swap meet. And I was there, high and drunk, when I saw the men from Disciple. And honestly, it was like the Lord or the Spirit had literally grabbed my head, moved my head, and made me watch these men walk across the parking lot.
And that was the start of it all?
That was the start of it all. You know, I can elaborate. I could go on and on and on.
Well, I'm curious. You said you were drunk and high. You still getting high and drunk?
Negative. It has been 2 years clean and sober of absolutely nothing. Not a thing. No prescription meds, no anything. And that was part of my conversation that day that I had when I saw these men. And like I said, I'd already had the internal struggle trying to justify within myself what was right, what was wrong. And I believe when I seen these men go by and I thought, well, what is this all about? I did internally say, well, God, if this is what you want me to do, how about you just answer my question and you take away these addictions right now? And it literally happened right now. I had a stash of drugs that actually went in the trash, and have never had a desire to touch anything. And that was cold turkey, all from a question.
Amen. We can elaborate on that more later if you guys like it. Put it in the comments if you want to know John's full story. Question number 2. What has God done through Disciple in your life?
Sobriety, 100% sobriety. And with that sobriety came a constant lie to my wife. My wife had been married 25 years. She always knew, never was not approved of at all. So I would constantly have to lie to her or tell her half-truths, if you want to put it that way. Since coming to Disciple and being sober-minded 100%, there has been no lies, no misleading, no sneaking around to do anything.
Amen. Question number 3. What has been the hardest challenge as a prospect?
Man, my hardest challenge, I think, was just being willing to be more open. I have always been pretty reserved. I had a select number of friends. I didn't really want to let anybody else in, especially anybody else new. From the time we pretty much left high school, I didn't keep in contact with anybody, and I had plenty of friends in school. I turned to being quiet. So for me, the hardest part, and that was probably due to the drug use. It was easier for me to hide it because I was a functioning member of society and nobody knew of my addictions whatsoever. So part of it, I think, was probably embarrassment on my behalf, because I didn't want anybody to know that I pretty much was leading two lifestyles. So for me, it was the coming out and being more open to reach out, talk to people, let people in, be willing to tell them my story and share, and just be more open and honest.
Amen. Number 4. What does your wife feel about you wanting to prospect and join a motorcycle club?
At first, when I actually started prospecting, because I went all in, she was I think it was a little overwhelming to her, because I gave it everything, and I went from, doing minimums to giving it my all. So for her, she was probably wondering, is this going to last? Is this something that is he's going to stick with? Literally, what is going on? As far as the men in this club, she is totally thankful that the group of men here and Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club in a whole have wanted me to be sober, and now she knows that there's a group of men that will hold me accountable if she ever calls them and says there's a problem.
I've been there. It sucks when you have 3 full patches knocking on your door about midnight, wanting to know what you doing. That's not going to be a video. Number 5. Yeah, you saw me. I had to count real quick. Number 5. Greatest memory thus far in the club, whether good or bad.
Man, there's been a couple. The one that sticks out to a lot of people, and I hope to share the story down the road, was the day that I actually got my cookie, and the story that went along with it, because there I was wanting to join a Christian motorcycle club, and what was about ready to take place when I received my cookie was far from being a Christian motorcycle club scenario.
That's awesome. I'll pop a photo, maybe right about here, of that day that he got his little cookie. Number 6. What kind of full patch do you hope to be if you ever get patched in to my club?
Be open to everybody's needs and wants, maybe problems, and just to present all of those with a loving and open arms, which I have been accustomed to now in my 2 years here. So I want to follow along with some full patches that I have learned from about just being loving and open.
Even at 3 a.m.?
Even at 3 a.m.
Any final words?
I'm not going to quit.
Challenge accepted. So, how does it feel now being a full patch member of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club?
At the moment, overwhelming. Pretty humbled, pretty proud, and honored. So, I hope I'm up to the task.
Amen. Thank you much.